And welcome back to Hannity. There is a growing movement calling for New York City schools to recognize Muslim holidays by closing on two of the holiest days of the Muslim calendar year. Now, both the New York City mayoral candidates, the Republican and the Democrat, have come out in support of the CARE initiative. Now, the two have said that it's a matter of respect for the Muslim community and schools should treat these days just as they do Christian and Jewish holidays. Do you think this is a good idea? Here to debate it, CARE staff attorney Ghadir Abbas, and from NextGeneration.tv, Michelle Fields. Explain why you want this, Mr. Abbas.
Well, let me just issue a clarification. This isn't a CARE initiative. This is an effort by the part of the American Muslim community, as well as the school district, as well as
I have an article here,
candidates of
right here, that actually says CARE is in fact pushing New York schools to recognize Muslim holidays. So it's right there in this article that I've got.
Well, you're right that CARE is part of a coalition of groups.
So you are part of. I'm glad we clarified that.
But Sean, what's really important to understand here is that this is a effort that has been recognized by both the City Council in 2008 and 2009 and resolutions that it's passed, and also this reflects the wisdom that a school district takes to acknowledge that it makes sense. Sean, hold on one second, Sean.
Answer the question. Listen, no filibustering. What percentage of kids in this school district are Muslim?
There are almost, the estimates range between 12 and 13% of all schools. So, for instance, last Tuesday...
12 and 13%? That sounds a little high to me.
Well, that's what the New York Daily Post has reported.
The New York Daily Post is not a newspaper in New York. There's no such newspaper called the New York Daily Post.
As well, the rate of attendance last Tuesday fell from the average of 97% all the way down to 87%. And what happens in situations like that, is that the school district is actually wasting its resources because I was a former teacher, Sean. Sean, please let me finish here.
We have another guest on the program. Can you let her talk? Let her talk.
I understand that as a teacher,
I'm going to turn your mic down.
Come on, it's not funny anymore.
The teachers and the students.
What kills me is that the politically correct police came out and they told us that they didn't want schools to recognize religious holidays. That's why we don't celebrate Christmas anymore in school. We don't celebrate Easter. Now it's winter break, it's spring break.
Winter solace.
Yes, of course. And now these politically correct police are back and they're saying, oh, actually we changed our mind. We want states to recognize religious holidays, but only Muslim holidays. That's so hypocritical.
Yeah,
it's
I agree
crazy.
With you. What's your reaction to that, Mr. Abbas?
That's actually not true. The New York City schools do take off for the primary Jewish holidays.
No, you're wrong. They don't recognize Christmas. They don't celebrate it. They don't recognize it.
The school district's responsibility here isn't to celebrate religious holidays.
You don't know anything about. I live in New York. Let me educate you because you don't even know the newspapers in New York. They don't celebrate Christmas and they don't celebrate Hanukkah.
The school district isn't responding to a celebration. What the school district is saying is the school district is acknowledging that 10%
how do you justify giving holidays to some groups and not others?
The school is being attended needs to have that day off.
I think he's talking to himself. Go ahead. You finish.
My question to you is, how do you justify giving holidays and special days and accommodating one group and not the other? I mean, I think this is a slippery slope. Where does it end? Who do you give it to? Who do you not give it to?
Well, the City Council disagrees with you.
Oh, because they want votes, obviously.
Also,
come on.
The president of the Parents Union also disagrees with you. And remember, when
you're going to name every liberal group in New York City. Okay.
Here, this is a very important point, Sean. When 10% of the student population is missing school, that creates more work for teachers. Sean, you invited me on here to talk, and you have to let me finish.
You never stop talking. You never take a breath.
That's all you've been doing.
All right, we got to take a break.
When we come back...